Alright, so here's a very quick thought about approval, permission and validation. So when we make a decision and we seek approval, or we do it for the likes, or we do it to impress other people, or we stop from going ahead with it until we've had a kind of thumbs up from our peers or our friends around us, or that kind of thing, that decision and that action is, it's not authentic, because we're actually falling in line with other people's values. And it's only when we do stuff based on our own values that our actions become authentic. And that's how life needs to be. So when you're constantly making your life decisions based on what you think you should be doing, based on, what would my parents approve of, or what my friends approve of, or what's the right thing to do here, rather than asking yourself deep down, what do I want to do here? What do I think is the right thing to do? What are my aims, goals, my values in this circumstance? Then, unless you're doing that, it's not an authentic act. And you start living life in a way that is not authentic to you, and your life becomes not quite right. You end up wearing someone else's shoes. So you might be going in the right rough direction, but you end up in the wrong place, and you kind of think, well, hang on, why isn't life working out for me? And it's because you're not doing things and making decisions that are authentic to who you are. You're seeking approval from other people, you're falling in line with other people's values, their desires, their wishes, their kind of idea of what is right and wrong, and you're not falling in line with what you think is right and wrong. So you have to be courageous enough to make a decision based on your own internal values and what you want to do, what you want to achieve, what you think is right and wrong, and go with it. On a separate note, and I was going to save this for another video, but I might as well do it now. Courage, right? Courage is the opposite of fear, basically. And you know that saying, everything you want is on the other side of fear? I think it was a guy called, not Red Adair, not Fred Astaire, but another guy, Adair, motivational speaker. Got helicopters going over now. But that whole saying about what you want is on the other side of fear. But when you're talking about fear like that, you know how I always say what you focus on expands? So you're creating this obstacle in your head, fear, and you're giving fear this kind of strength of what you say. So, but if you change it to what you want is on the other side of courage, then it gives you the action you need to do. You need to be courageous. And based on that fact, all we have to do is have the courage to do the thing that we want to do. Think about, what would I do if I wasn't wrecked with fear, if I wasn't feeling so insecure and with all this imposter syndrome? What would I do if I had the courage to just do it? And go ahead and do it, because that's who you really are without the baggage. And on that same note, encouragement, right? When we encourage other people, we give them the courage to act. So, and we should all be encouraging each other all the time. We should all be filling each other with the courage. We should encourage ourselves. We should fill ourselves with the courage to make those decisions, not based on the validation and approval of others, but to have the courage to make those decisions for ourselves. Okay, so it's dark here, and I am filming this under the street lights in the station car park where I'm parked. I've just got off the train from work, and it's not flattering light. I look like I've been dragged through a hedge backwards, so please forgive me. These are not the ramblings of a crazy wild man. This is me, what I look like in low light, so I apologise to anyone who sees me late at night or first thing in the morning. Normally I'm a bit less shabby than this, but anyway, I'm having the courage to put myself out there no matter what I look like. And here's the next train for today, and have a great evening. See you tomorrow. Cheers, bye.